We start with a fire burning along I-580 south, east of Livermore. It's California's largest wildfire so far this year. It's burned 10,000 acres, and Cal Fire says it's only 10% contained. This video from a Cal Fire camera on top of Mount Oso shows the fire line growing and spreading. This was from a camera on top of the Sunol Grade around 8 o'clock tonight. Watch the smoke there move in and just take over the view. A professional photographer then took this picture from Lathrop, north of Tracy. You can see how close the fire is getting to some of the homes there.
Fire started about 2 o'clock this afternoon along Corral Hollow Road near a Lawrence Livermore test site. Now, this isn't near Livermore. It's about 27 miles east of the lab. But according to the lab's website, that is where they develop explosive materials. The lab was doing control burns in the area this week, but Alameda County fire officials say that tonight's fire has no connection to those control burns. But the evacuation zone is quickly changing at this hour. That's a live map from a San Joaquin Office of Emergency Services website. They're telling residents west of the California Aqueduct, south of Corral Hollow Creek, west to Alameda County, and south to Stanislaus County to leave immediately. One person who is on the scene and there for the time being is Amanda Harry, who joins us now. Amanda?
Right now, this scene is still very active. We have a lot of flames. As we've been driving around throughout the night, we've seen these flames up close and personal. And if you take a look behind me, you can see a little bit of it in the distance here. You can definitely see the fire, not just the smoke and the glow, but the actual flames just lapping up here as firefighters are right now actively trying to fight it. You can see some of those firefighters' lights out there as well. Just a very, very busy scene, and firefighters are going to be out here all night. Cal Fire says this is a fast-moving grass fire and stands at 10,000 acres right now. It's about 10% contained. It's in the 580 corridor. The fire is burning in the foothills and flat range areas. The winds are making things difficult to control for firefighters, and the fire fanned very quickly because of those winds. Cal Fire says they hope the winds will die down overnight, but they still have more concerns.
The big concern is the grass crop. Being out, just walking through it, it's 4 feet tall, and it's pretty thick and matted. We call it a light flashy fuel. That grass just burns so readily, especially when it's fanned by these winds.
2 firefighters have been injured fighting this fire. One has minor injuries, the other moderate injuries. Both were taken to the hospital for evaluation and treatment. Both are expected to survive. The cause of this fire is still under investigation. They will have investigators out here at daybreak to try and figure out exactly what caused all of this that you can see around me.
Amanda, from where you are, and I know you've got a light in your face that makes it harder to see, but where are you with respect to Tracy? I mean, can you look out and see the lights of downtown Tracy from your vantage point?
We are in Tracy. I can't see downtown Tracy, but we are near. There are some hotels. This is the 580 corridor, so we're off a major highway. You can see some hotels that you see when you're on a highway on the side here, and some gas stations. I don't see downtown. We are a little bit a ways from the homes, and when I spoke with that battalion chief earlier, he said that really it's threatening more of the highway right now than most of the homes, although there are some homes that are under evacuation protocols.
Now, Amanda, I'm not sure if you know, but fire technology has improved over the years, especially after what happened in the North Bay. Are they able to fly any of the air attack tonight to kind of help the firefighters on the ground, or are they going to resume tomorrow morning?
I haven't seen any air fighting today while I've been here, and it has been quite windy. The winds have actually died down now compared to what they were like just an hour ago. And you can see my hair is still blowing in the wind here, but it is much less windy now than before. But that wind may have been impacting their ability to fight things from the air.
And when you were driving to the site where you are now, did you see places along 580 where it had burned right up to the highway?
Yes, there was fire right next to the highway. It wasn't on the pavement, but there was fire on the grassy areas next to the pavement.
Okay, and Amanda, as you look behind your left shoulder, how far away are you from the fire line?
From the fire line,
Well,
I would say, I mean, it's not really that far. It's probably like about 2 football fields distance, I would say.
Okay, it's time for you to come home. Amanda, thank you so much. Near Tracy, that's Amanda Harry.
Thank
Amanda,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Well, an evacuation center has been set up at Larch Clover Community Center. That is on West Larch Road in Tracy. The wildfire also impacting roads, causing closures along Interstate 80. Right now, the highway is closed between Corral Hollow Road and South Chrisman Road and Tracy Country Club. We caught up with one man who was trying to alert his neighbors.
Well, we were checking to see that they knew about it because they're in a house further down from ours, to make sure they knew about it and make sure that Rona, of course, knew about it.
And check this out. This is the view from above. This was taken out of the window of a Bay Area resident's flight home. You can just see how much land has burned so far in this fire.
And just to get to, remember, this is happening near but near the Altamont Pass, and there's windmills up there for a reason. It does get windy. This is more in the foothills dropping down into the Great Valley, but still, temperature near the scene of the fire, which again is about 30 miles east of downtown Livermore, it's 70 degrees at this hour. The winds are out of the west at 17, and so that's driving it to the east, and the gusts are up to 24 miles an hour, and that's a pretty good wind gust. So here's what we expect. The gusts overnight will reach 40 miles an hour from the west. High tomorrow will be 81 degrees near the fire. The temperatures will rise in that vicinity. Hopefully they'll get it out by midweek. But around Tracy, around Wednesday, it's going to be 104 degrees there. It will cool down again by next weekend. But in the meantime, they do have gusty winds overnight. Andrea.
All right, well, stay with us here at CBS News Bay Area for the latest on this fire, both on air and on KPIX.com and on our CBS News app.